What's happening?
Stop.
I can't understand a word you're saying.
Yeah, we could not hear a single word you just said. Luminous?
I think he's trying to find the right voice mod setting.
Ah. Okay. Oops. Mm-mm.
Mr. NintenHero,
That's better.
would you like to tell us why you felt so inclined to, I don't know, destroy everything?
Well, I didn't mean to. It was an accident. Okay, so it all
Accident?
started
An
when
accident.
I decided to ascend the Tower of Babel. It was supposed to go to heaven, but I accidentally flipped it down to hell. And so then things went all Shin Megami Tensei there. What?
Hold on. You're saying you, yourself, alone, flipped the Tower of Babel.
Yeah. You ever play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask? The Encana Tower is based off the Tower of Babel. And when you get to the top, you hit a switch, and the entire tower flips upside down. And then you go back to the top, which is now the bottom.
No, Mr. NintenHero.
It was like that.
I have
It was
not
just like that.
played. No, Mr. NintenHero, I do not have times for games. I deal with interdimensional crimes. I don't really get time to play games. Do you know how? You know what? If you had any idea on the vast majority of dimensions that there were, you would realize on the scale of things, this trial is completely inadequate. But I have to hold you accountable for your crimes of destroying a universe and recreating it. Do you understand what you have done?
Well, it seems to me that's how things are supposed to work if Homestuck is anything to go by. I mean, that's how universes are made.
Now, I don't know what propaganda this Homestuck is. I actually know what Homestuck is. I do read it, but like, for all intents and purposes, I do not know. And like, I don't know if you realized the amount of upset and unbalance you have created by destroying a universe and, as you phrased it, recreate it. Do you realize the scale of what you've done? Well, after that. No, I'm terrorizing one of my friends, Dad. Let me continue to terrorize.
Oops.
I don't think that was an oops. I think that was an intentional sabotage of the trial. You know, if you keep that up, we're gonna have to ask you to leave. If you keep that up, we're gonna have to ask you to leave. Mr. NintenHero, do you realize that by destroying the universe and recreating it, unauthorized, but might I add, unauthorized, you do realize that universe had, I don't know, about, say, 5,000 more years on it?
Huh. This seems kind of low, actually.
Well, there were some things happening in the universe that weren't that also for fun fact, Ori, I'm using the cathedral as my voice mod effect.
Okay.
That's why it sounds so good. But I hope you realize that by destroying this universe, and mind you, destroying it's unauthorized is one thing. Recreating it is another. And you're just not being held accountable for one crime. You're being held accountable for two. Two whole crimes.
See, but when I went and recreated the universe, I was trying to fix my mistake. I didn't.
I think what my
really know
defendant is trying to say, he did not mean to destroy the world and tried to fix it.
I
No,
was
no.
completely
I'm
unaware
not
I was
sure.
doing anything wrong. I thought I was trying to help.
No. I'd like to say that if you're taking inferred action, that's what the defendant meant to do. Why did he not contact the proper interdimensional authority to help him fix it?
I don't believe he knew this existed.
I'm very confused.
Yeah, I think
Maybe next time.
I think he's just a very confused person.
Well, we can't really let this very confused person, who has already destroyed the universe once, destroy it again. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes. And I don't think the mistake will ever happen again.
Ori, why are you
It won't
echoing?
happen again.
Because I'm an intergalactical defendant.
Intergalactical isn't a word.
It is now. It exists intergalactically.
Now, I'd like to state, he won't make the same mistake again. We have this. We've come into contact with this lovely company that promises to take any trouble being across any dimensional plane and, make sure they don't redo their mistakes.
Huh. No, I think that might work.
Listen. The outer multiverse, it would appear that it works very differently than how I thought it did. I've shared my theories.
Sir, do you realize? I'd just like to ask you. Do you realize how expensive the interdimensional, the interdimensional port is with interdimensional defendant?
Wait, sorry, what?
I don't think he or excuse me, defender. Now, I'm not sure, and this is just a hunch. I don't think you realize how expensive it is to run one of these petty trials.
Oh, who exactly are you talking to?
NintenHero's.
Ah.
I'm asking him if he realizes how expensive this is.
I don't think I do.
He doesn't realize.
Oh no, I'm so fucked.
Do you currently know about how much the place you live in, America, is in debt? About 1 trillion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'd like to state 1 trillion is a big number. but in the grand scheme of things, it's really not.
Oh.
You're starting to pick up what I'm putting down, aren't you?
Yeah.
Now, I understand it was an accident. We're only fifth dimensional beings here, except you. And so, you
Except
know,
who?
NintenHero.
Ah.
We're only fifth dimensional beings, and we all, well, not all of us, make mistakes.
But I think what he's trying to say is that was pretty dumb.
Really? That was pretty dumb. Really? You think? You realize that the cost of recreating a universe costs less than one of these trials. I just thought I'd put that into perspective for you.
It's very inefficient, honestly. We should change that at some point.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. I'm trying to figure out something real quick.
NintenHero, I don't know if you realize how busy of people we are. As five-dimensional beings of immense power, and we don't have time to be running these trials.
Yeah. But I'd just like to let you know, as five-dimensional beings, you exist on a 3D space where everything has just one right angle. Four-dimensional, everything has two right angles. Three-dimensional, every right angle of right angle has a right angle.
Okay.
A right angle of a right angle. That means every problem that crosses us has about twice as much complexity as your problems do. Which means destroying and creating a universe which has instantly become our problem. Because we watch over them. They're like little terrariums. It's fun. You do realize you've caused us a magnitude of problems. Do you realize the effect it has, destroying the universe?
On the greater multiverse scale? No.
See, when you destroy a universe, I'd just like to let you know, when you destroy a universe, unauthorized, might I add, not only does it cause mass confusion and chaos, it harms some of us in the process. We don't have time to get our people out of the universe before it so-called explodes. And I hope you know that causing a universe like that one, which was very big and very old. Do you realize how many people we had in there?
No.
Of course you don't.
Of course you don't.
You could never contemplate the scale of all of the people in there. No, I could try and explain it to you. I could tell you two arbitrary, numbers. You'd be better off multiplying infinity times infinity.
Okay.
The amount of computational power in order to compute how much we had invested in that universe. The reason it had about 5,000 years left is we were building a new one, in fact. We had one on the back burner. And then you came along.
We were even going to bring
we had
everyone from the old one to the new one.
Oh.
And look what you've done. Mass panic, hysteria, confusion, loved ones.
And now we're
gone.
not going to be able to get them back. Because of your meddling.
I thought you were on my side.
I am. As much as I can be.
There's only so much. See, because your universe that you knew it as is gone, you're one of the last few people from that old universe to still exist. Which means we can't kill you. You're too much of a rare gem. We can sell you to the highest bidder. No. Before you get into ethics of, well, it's unethical to sell people. You do realize there's none of you left and all of your morals and standards no longer uphold because you destroyed the only universe where it matters.
Oh.
All the ethics and morals and you do. Good to know. No,
Are you sure he's not, like, just saying that?
No, but we're already way past the trial time, so I need to get this done as quickly as possible, so I don't end up missing my next trial, which is over some interdimensional truckers breaking everything in their shipping container because they forgot to strap it down. And now the person that ordered it all is suing them for everything they've known and never knew, or will know. Do you realize what that trial means for them? In order to fix the resources that they have lost, which wasn't even something that bad. It wasn't even something that bad. It is going to cost them their entire continuum, their entire existence from start to finish. Do you realize how much of a break we are giving you by letting you exist? Well,
You,
we aren't white. You, Well, I'm waiting.
Um, would pleading the Fifth Amendment work?
The,
No.
those rules don't exist anymore,
Right.
like we've stated before.
See, if 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 your universe still would have existed, that actually would have held legality. But I hate to inform you, all of the other universes that happen to exist at the current time don't have that set of laws or rules. So it means that even though, well, it it means that, you know, even though your universe used to have them, no other universe has become, you know, civilized enough in order to
They're
realize
not
that
well equipped to have those
they're-
rules in place, to have those rights.
No other
what
universe
makes it worse?
in the infinite multiverse has the same rules.
Nope.
You do realize it's not infinite, right? There is an end.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there's not an end. What do you think?
You thought it was endless?
Kinda?
You do realize there's you, third-dimensional beings, a weird hybrid of four-dimensional beings that's a war crime on its own when five-dimensional beings and third-dimensional beings, yeah. And then there's, we even answer to a higher power. I hope you know this, we answer to a higher power.
Yeah.
Something higher than us. That's where true infinity lies.
We couldn't even comprehend them.
See, after us, we can't even contact them. We're the closest thing we're the closest thing you'll get to something fair.
Also, if someone of a higher plane of existence were to try to talk to you, you wouldn't understand them. You just wouldn't. It would be impossible.
Now, we're trying to be nice. There's just things we can't allow to go on.
Okay.
Now, these trials, like I said, we are in contact with a company. They're the last remaining thing from your universe.
Other than yourself, of course.
And a few other specimens we have collected
Yeah.
along the way. And they're willing to take you in and make sure we never have to speak with any of this ever again. Do you understand?
Yes.
That's what works. Sorry, nothing.
Good. It's fine. It's fine. Now, we're not monsters. We're not trying to make you bad. We're trying to let you know that what you have done has caused everyone a great,
You fucked up pretty much.
Yeah.
As you would say in your universe.
A lot of things. Now, you have two options. You agree to be a part of this company forever, or we use your entire existence and time you would have had left in your universe to help rebuild the new universe that you just so lovingly created for us.
What do you mean use the rest of my existence? Like, would I still be me, or would I have to give you my existence like those truckers are going to need to?
Like the truckers.
Like you would sacrifice yourself to basically run everything in the universe, I think.
Now, see, if I could still be me, and it was like multiverse community service, I would take that. But it's not.
You wouldn't have a body anymore.
You wouldn't have anything. In fact, you wouldn't even have to worry about existing because you wouldn't.
Well, technically you would, but you wouldn't be able to comprehend that until afterward.
What do you mean afterward? After what?
We've told you too much.
Yeah, I'm telling you too much.
Let's just put it, you wouldn't exist as you knew it. You in fact, pretty much wouldn't know anything. You would just become an empty husk of who you were in order to fuel the cog in the industrial machine.
Yeah, well, industrial machine? I thought we were talking about...
I'm putting it in terms you'll understand.
I thought we were talking about, like the other option, not the one with the company.
Yeah, these are kind of sounding very similar.
They have a bunch of our core values. We have people every once in a while slip through the cracks. No one's ever left there. No one's ever become unhappy enough to want to leave them. People tend to become unhappy with us. Well, actually, you wouldn't really become a husk. You just really wouldn't be anything. You just... how do I put this? You know that feeling of deja vu when you do something and then you're like, I've done this before?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of you slipping through our existence. Fun fact. And we're just trying to make sure that you would exist always in a permanent state of, I've done this. Nothing would matter. You literally would become empty inside. Do you understand that? So you A, work for the rest of your life, or B, work for the rest of your life. Well, actually, not life, eternity, for us at least. Until the higher powers so decide that this universe, this fifth dimensional universe is over and they must start anew.
Frick, I don't think I fully understand.
You won't. You won't be able to.
You have two options. Work for a company, or work for some interdimensional beings that are holding you accountable for war crimes.
And also, time wouldn't exist for me, or something.
nothing ridiculous for you.
Okay.
See. You know how in your universe there was a god,
Yeah.
this omnipotent thing that always exists but never did anything.
Mm-hmm.
That would be you.
You'd become a god of the new universe, but you'd have no power whatsoever. You would be meaningless. It's like getting a participation trophy.
Being God doesn't sound as awesome as I thought it would be.
It always doesn't.
The last guy we had running the place was doing really well. Then you
Until
came along.
2020. Oh god.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, I
like,
forgot to mention. We by the way, we've seen everything about that universe. We've even see we're so technologically advanced than you. A, you don't see us. B, we've seen everything to deal with that universe from start to end, and somehow you manage to just through the cracks and ruin everything. We actually knew what we had in store for that 5,000 years left. You know, we so much planning gone to waste.
But like,
Well, at least we don't have to worry about the planning committee. They were in that universe. We'll just have to make a new one.
but like, people were saying that my universe had like it wasn't even half over. What happens to that?
It's your people.
There were like billions of millennia left for it. What happened to those?
They were wrong.
They were wrong? About what?
You're talking about your people. They were wrong because they didn't know we existed.
So, like 5,000 years from now, you guys are just gonna swoop in and just delete it?
Well, not delete it.
Well-
We'd bring everyone back, like, through.
We would repurpose it. What ends up happening at the end of a life of a universe? The universe actually has a lot more years than 5,000. Along with a what is it? A computer from your universe. Windows XP can still be ran even to the day that you destroy the universe. Windows XP, a very old operating system, way past its sell-by date. But yet people still, in some instances, use it.
Wait.
And it could last for many more years. But in order to make a safer iteration of a universe, we have to get rid of the old. And as painlessly as possible, you killed everyone.
Yes, exactly.
I hate to report this, Ori, but you're cutting out harshly.
Well, there's nothing I can do about that.
Hello?
Hi?
Oh my god, you're cutting out so much. I don't know if it's me or you. What's my connection? Hold on.
Yeah, Ninten, I don't know if you realize this, but the universe runs on Discord.
Wait, really?
Yes. Well, for us.
The details are-
This specific universe runs on Discord.
In order to communicate with lower, less dimensional beings, for all intents and purposes, the universe runs on this.
This specific one we're talking to you through, from.
Okay.
Does that make sense? I don't think he's getting it.
Not really, but I'm
I don't
just
think he
gonna
is either. I
accept
think
that and try to move on.
Try to move on from what? You broke the universe.
Are you trying to
Destroyed
move
it.
on from, I don't know, destroying the universe? Because if so, isn't that a little self-centered?
We move on with the conversation. Like, okay,
Oh,
move on with the trial.
Conversation.
It's
So, I will ask you again. You have two options. Which one do you pick?
I'll work for the company.
The company?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Is
Now. Let's for the better interest of the universes, let's not question his decision and just let him work for them.
Wait.
The less we have to deal with him, the more we can do by moving on with our lives.
the way that the way my attorney is reacting to this makes me think that there's probably a very good reason why I shouldn't do this.
No, it's fine.
Is it?
It's
Was-
just... I'm sorry, but
Would
I don't trust them. I don't.
would it really be worse than not existing?
I mean, you would exist, but not as you are now.
You do realize
would straddle-
we pulled you out of your.
You would, be in the line, on the line of existence and non-existence.
Yeah. I just want to reiterate here. You either don't exist at all and help fuel what you completely and utterly destroyed, or you do exist, just, I best not explain just for, the betterment of the choice. If I make one sound more heinous than the other one, you're gonna end up not choosing that one, and there's just
Yeah, I think it's best.
Yeah, I'd rather make this choice with complete information.
See.
You want me to choose one, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's
Okay.
either, you choose. If you choose one, we wouldn't have to deal with you anymore.
Which is, for all intents and purposes, better for us, but also worse at the same time.
Wait, which decision are you talking about?
The one where we don't have to deal with you is better for us in the long run, because we don't have to worry about the whatnots or who-nots. If you might destroy another universe if we put you, if you might destroy the universe again. Because here's the thing, we can't get rid of you. You're too important. Like we always try to save the last thing in a universe's existence.
And it just so happened to be you. By your own incompetence.
So we have two choices. We get rid of you, which is good for us, but also bad for us because now we don't have the resources from your complete and utter deconstruction.
Ooh, maybe we can have a combination of both.
What?
Like, sell them to ONL for as long as they need him? Or, oh, I shouldn't have said the name of the company. My bad.
No,
we can sell-
I don't think they got too. I don't think they were too widespread in his universe, so we don't really. Have to worry.
okay. But we can sell them to that company, and then whenever his existence is used by, or most of it is used, and when
We can
he's
just repurpose the rest.
for yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about this, Ninten?
This is frying my brain.
Of course.
Well,
It's typical for a third-dimensional being.
well, good to know. He's agreed. Well, it's been lovely.
I have?
Yep.
Oh.
See. Have you ever seen at least your universe had some pretty good television. Did you ever see the show called Steven Universe?
No.
Ah. Well, fun fact, there's this authority called the Diamond Authority. And you can say you don't agree with it, but really, like they do. You can say you don't agree with it, we don't care.
Okay then.
Any further questions?
What happens,
Of course.
to all the
yes.
souls that were in my universe?
Is this still going?
Yes.
Maybe.
Hi, Daka. We're interrogating him, or we've come to an agreement.
Huh.
We have. Well,
you take the moon.
Well, because of our lovely friend NintenHero, there is no moon in his universe anymore, so.
Yeah.
It crashed into the earth.
You did that too? God damn it, Ninten.
Yeah.
You know, we actually did not know you did that. We just thought it was consequential from the universe after exploding, imploding.
That explains why we couldn't take the moon. That would have been a really great souvenir for me.
I know. They're nice desk ornaments.
Yeah.
So much inconvenience caused by one person.
Yeah.
Well, good thing it's been decided.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they're not that heinous. You'll be fine. I hope.
Yeah. Well, as much as we can hope. Dealing with your nonsense all day.
Uh-huh.
Are you feeling okay, Mr. NintenHero? Do you need a moment?
Do you need a moment before we sell you to that company?
The higher dimensions are nothing like I expected at all.
That's what they all say.
Really?
Do they have pizza?
Of course.
Yes, we
of course we
always
have pizza. Jacka.
Fuck.
That's one of the few good things we were able to take from his universe was pizza.
Yeah.
See, one of the reasons we keep the universe program going is
They have some really
they
good
create
food.
things that they have some really good food. Not only that, they create things that we would have never came up with. We're five-dimensional beings. We already have everything we want. Well, mostly. We still want things we don't have, such as, pizza.
A universe. For one.
Yeah, universe too. But it seems like someone has made their decision on the authority of their universe. By the way, Mr. Nintendo,
Yes?
you do realize the implications of what we're doing to you, right?
I hope that I don't, actually.
But
What?
for legal, fifth dimensional legal reasons, we have to tell you.
Oh.
I think he'll tell you, not me.
Why? For legal reasons and all that. I think with all of the heinous crimes he's committed, we can just leave him to find out.
I suppose you're right.
Yeah. I'm going to contact the company. Just to let them know that, that you're ready to be delivered?
Are you
You
gonna?
guys are nothing like the Minecraft credits at all.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess those voices were the universe and I destroyed that, so...
Yeah, those two don't even exist now.
Oh, man.
That's like
They were way nicer than you.
that's like saying that or like killing somebody and then being like, oh, you're not like that person I killed. That's just rude.
Not only does he hurt us by destroying and interrupting everyone's workflows to deal with a interdimensional tragedy, he then insults us in...
Excuse me? Luminous, I think your farm is destabilizing right now.
Oh, that's not good.
You're stuttering a lot.
Sorry. Oh, would you look at that?
Yeah, again, like we said, this universe runs on Discord, and sometimes Discord's connection can be kind of a little messed up.
Oh, would you look at that? They got to us quickly.
Huh?
O and L, they're here to pick him up.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's been lovely, but, yeah. We have to go now. We're glad the trial's over. This is going to approximately cost you, 50 trillion years. Do you have that on hand?
I don't think he does. He'll have to work for it. And pay us for it through O&L.
Good to know. Well, it's been lovely. Although I would rather say it hasn't been, but for legal reasons to make you feel better, it's been lovely. Toodaloo. Hi. That was interesting.
Yep. Ninten?
You know,
Where is he?
You know,
Where did he go?
I think he's been sold.
Oh. Okay.